Hey, it's James Jones here, and we're just about ready to kick off our summer kickoff bash. Now, this is an event that you'll be able to get products that normally sell for, there's some that normally sell for hundreds of dollars that you're going to get at huge discounts. But before we get any further, let me go ahead and bring on my co-host, John Rhodes. And all right, so I'm very pleased to introduce my guest host, John, or co-host, John S. Rhodes. John, are you there?
Hey, James. I am really excited to be here for the Summer Kickoff Bash. Very exciting stuff. I know that everyone who is here has seen at least one notification, one email, maybe multiple emails about this Summer Kickoff Bash. So we've got a lot of exciting deals for you, major money back into your pocket. James, I'm really excited about this.
Yeah, I am too, man. I think we've got 13 or 14 products here, and a lot of them are brand new products too that you've never seen before, and the other ones are products that you may have seen, but the prices now are at a huge discount. I mean, I'm talking as much as 90% off. So let's just explain how this is going to work real quick, and then we'll get started on it. Before we do that, let's make sure that we've got a good audio here in the audience. So just type in the number 1 if you can hear my voice. Just type in the number 1 in the chat. And by the way, that's the same chat where you will be finding the links to these products.
Awesome. Hey, and one other thing as well, let's check that you can see the screen. So type in screen, S-C-R-E-E-N, type in screen. That way I know that you can both see the screen, and if you're typing screen in, I know that you can hear me as well. All right, looking good. Hey,
looking
Elmer.
Good.
Yep. Norman. Yeah. Caleb, Arlene, Ann, Reggie. Yeah, you too. Exactly. Kathleen, Jacob, Ann, Isaac. They're pouring in. It's as you can imagine, absolutely packed house. You can probably feel the energy, the vibes coming right through.
I can feel the floor shaking, John, as we speak. It's amazing.
It's awesome.
All right, so be sure to stay on, because if you jump off, you might not be able to get back on, because we do have 1,000 seat limit here. It sounds like a lot, but we're going to have a lot of people on here. And I know with each one of these events we have a lot of disappointed people. So please stay on to the very end. And we also have some contests, some cash contests for you as well. All right, so here's some real simple instructions for you. We made this as simple as possible. You're going to see each of the product offerings in this event board that you're seeing on screen now. And then watch for the chat box for the links to the product pages. So we're going to put the link to grab the offer in the chat box. So you just click on that link. All right, and each product is only guaranteed to be available during this event. All right, so be sure to grab them now if you want them. We can't guarantee the prices after this event is over. And then, as I mentioned before, we're also going to have some special contests where you're going to win cash money. So be sure to stay on for that. We're going to have one here in a few minutes, and then we'll have one at the very end. So be sure to stay on until the very end. All right, John, you think we're ready to get started?
Yeah, a couple of quick additional housekeeping items as I think about it. This is going to be fast-paced, so you do not want to get up and stroll away. Take your time. You want to be here. You want to be focused. You want to be zeroed right in. We're going to be moving very fast, right? Fast-paced, very exciting. These deals are here and then gone. We can't guarantee anything. So if you get up and you come back or you close the browser, you might be locked out. You might miss the very best deals of a lifetime on the software, on the templates, on the tools that you need for your business to really have an impact in your business, to grow your business, to really make 2018 just scream. So zero in, focus in. James, I think we're good to go.
All right, man, let's get going with that first offer here. All right, first offer is Amy Harrop's Easy PD Profits. I just love working with Amy because she has such phenomenal products, and she's very thorough in her training. So what you're going to learn with this is how to quickly set up 5 easy income streams with 100% free content, how to utilize public domain content properly to create your own copyrighted content, and how to use free software to find public domain content fast. The regular price of this is $27, and today you can get it at 50% off for only $13.50.
I love that this is step by step. There's nothing like getting training where you can just follow along, paint by numbers, 1, 2, 3, right? You've got the tutorials that you need for fast publishing, easy marketing, very, very straightforward promotion as well. Now, what's really, really awesome about this, right? What's so important is that you don't just get one mechanism, one little tiny tool, one way of doing things. You get 5 easy ways to generate, to really get your hands on a tremendous amount of money, really, in a very, very short period of time. So you're getting also Amy's exclusive public domain dashboard. Now, James, I did see the screen kind of blank out for a minute, waiting for something to pop up here. I'm going to keep yabbering for a minute here, though. So you are going to be getting access to the public domain dashboard. Now, Amy's put this together for you. It is software that you are going to be using. It's software that you can get your fingers on in a very short period of time and get results that you deserve for your business. Now, what I mean by that is that I know you've put the time in. I know that perhaps in the past you've struggled a little bit and you're like, how do I do this? How do I make money right now? What kind of software and tools do the pros use? What's happening behind the scenes that actually generates money for people, right? There's always like this one magic bullet, it seems like, when it comes to something so easy. You've got 5 different ways to make money, but in addition, the public domain dashboard. This software is amazing. It makes it very, very easy. And the other thing, James, this is very much like what you do as well. These lifetime updates, really, really great support. And why don't you talk about how important it is to get exactly that with this kind of offer?
Yeah, absolutely, John. And just before we go on with that, let me just say I did fix the screen, and you should be seeing it in the in your window there now. And the link to this product is in chat. So just go ahead and click on that link, and then you'll be on the same page that I'm on here now. But yeah, John, it's very important that your software is updated. And when you have the opportunity to get software with lifetime updates, you should jump on it, because that means that you're going to be able to have that software updated for the life of the software. As long as that software is still being published, you'll always have the latest version of it. Extremely important. And also, this is Mac compatible as well.
Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. One of the things that's also really, really important here is that when it comes to software, very often software is expensive. Let's face it, it's kind of annoying how expensive some software is. In this case, even at full price, it is a paltry sum. It is a very, very reasonable investment at the full, what we'll call retail price here. You're getting it for far less than that. And we're talking about software. So you're getting 5 different ways to generate income in a very short period of time. And this is very important, you're getting the software that goes along with it. Now, if you're not familiar, I just realized something, James, that not everyone is familiar with PD, or public domain content. Now, I usually tell people that public domain is equivalent to free. It's not exactly free, but it's pretty darn close. There are some rights and there are some restrictions, but they're very, very light. In effect, it is free content, and with software that guides you to exactly what you need to find that public domain content. And by the way, in virtually any niche, that's important. Let me sort of outline this for a second. If you were just in, let's say, internet marketing or make money online, and that's all the software did, that'd be fantastic. But we're talking about software that works for you. This is like having, 10 different people working for you. This is like having 1,000 people working for you nonstop. You hit a button and you get these results. And of course, the lifetime updates as well. That is really, really awesome. What comes back is this amazing content. And you've got 5 different blueprints. Again, step by step, this is exactly how you make money with public domain, practically free, practically unrestricted content. That's the power of this. Now, that's especially important, James, as well. You and I both know this, is that you're never going to be staring at a blank screen. You're never going to go, oh, what about my next idea for my next product or my next project or the next thing I'm going to write? And it doesn't matter if you're an affiliate marketer, if you're a consultant. It doesn't matter if you're, into e-commerce, if you're into eBay, for example. James and I were just talking about eBay or Amazon. It really doesn't matter what market you're in or what marketplace or what niche you're in. This is going to do so much heavy lifting for you. I'm very excited about this, James.
Yeah, me too. And you can just literally type in a word into the software and get suggestions on the public domain material that's out there already. So like John said, you don't have to start from a blank page. That is one of the worst things in the world, is I call it the blank page syndrome. You're sitting there and it's just staring back at you.
Yeah, I want to give I want to give everyone some irrefutable proof of something that I just said a moment ago, and that's that this isn't just a make money online system. In fact, James, if you scroll down just a little bit, everyone's going to see here, and oh yeah, you too. Yep, I'm okay. Awesome. Yeah, I'm seeing some folks here. Great comments behind the scenes. Folks are jumping on this like crazy, and for good. Oh, look at that. Yep, Ted, you too. Thank you. Yeah, well, it's Amy. It's not me. So fantastic. Thank you, Ted. Appreciate that. We've got the comments here. You can imagine how much energy there is and how many comments are flying in here. But here's the irrefutable proof that this is not just a, hey, make money online kind of thing, right? Or fly by night in some crazy way. Look at guide to setting up an Etsy store of all things. Right? An Etsy store, it's right there. So it's an additional bonus. You can imagine all the different markets and niches that you can go into. Imagine being able to take public domain content, right? So it's like information content, right? The really great stuff. And also certain maybe images, right? Illustrations and diagrams and some pretty cool stuff. Guide to setting up an Etsy store, awesome. And then on top of that, again, e-commerce, like, whoa, here you go. There it is. Profit with Shopify. So you have two different marketplaces. You have two different places where you can go and sell.
John, can I give people an idea on something they could how they could use the Etsy store with this? And I'll tell you how I did it a few years ago. And this is before Etsy was even available. So I was doing this on eBay. But you can do it on eBay. You can do it on Etsy. You can do it on Shopify. What I did was I found this old book on flowers and plants and fungus, of all things. And it was written in the 1800s. And I don't know if you've seen a book like this, John, but it was a very large book, not quite as like a coffee table book, but almost that size. And inside, like in the middle of it, there were these real glossy plates, pictures that you fold out. Well, one of those, there were several of those, but one of them was a particularly striking picture of a bunch of mushrooms in full color. And the problem was, though, the page had sort of turned yellow with it was over 100 years old. So I took it to Kinko's and I had them scan it in, and they were able to remove all that yellow from it. They charged me like $15 to do that, and then they gave me the image on a thumb drive. So you know what I did? I then took it and had that image printed out on poster paper, large poster paper, and I sold that image on eBay. And I was selling that thing for $30 a pop.
Every single time, again and again.
Stuff like that sells like crazy. You hit the right market, and especially with Etsy, man. So that's just a great way to find a public domain product that you can take, just do a couple of little things to it and put it back up and sell it as your own material.
Powerful stuff. We got about 10 seconds left, James, before we have to switch over here out of respect for everyone's time. Yeah.
All right, that link is in chat again. Go ahead and click the link. I just put it in there for you again.
Perfect. Yeah, and Tina, you too. Yep, there we go. Awesome. Very good. Tina, appreciate that. Yeah, and by the way, when you grab this stuff, also drop a note and say, I've got it, we've got it. That gives us a timestamp. It's great to see that and know that for any sort of reconciliation or checking on things so that we know that you were here. Okay, James, ready when you are, sir, to move on.
All right, we got the next product coming up right now, and this is our very own John S. Rhodes Social Biz Box Ultimate. So, John, I'll let you take it from here and let people know what this is all about.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, what this began as, and that's very important, what this began as is a sort of a burning need in the marketplace for training on exactly how to become a social media manager. So, obviously, people spend time on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Businesses want to be out on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter, and actually far beyond, right? We're talking about Instagram, Snapchat, and just far beyond. Businesses, however, don't have the manpower or woman power. They don't have people on staff. The entrepreneurs themselves don't have time, and they just don't even know, even if they want to apply themselves, they just don't know how to do this. So there's this great hole in the market, huge opportunity to be a social media manager. That was the need that I was fulfilling in the market. And I actually had two levels. I had a basic version, James, and I had a more advanced version. I put all of these together, okay? I put Social BizBox and Social BizBox, sort of the advanced version together into Social BizBox Ultimate, easily worth $197. There's a tremendous amount of training that is inside the entire package. And it's when I say it's crazy and tremendous amount, I literally mean I've got 8 full-on trainings inside. I've got 5 different bonuses. We'll talk about a few of these in just a moment, but I want to sort of give you perspective on this. If you're doing anything on Facebook regarding marketing for yourself, for your own business, or Twitter, or LinkedIn, or really any social media at all, for yourself, you still need this. In other words, even if you're not interested in any way, not in any way, if you have no desire whatsoever to be a social media manager, get this for yourself. It is a ridiculous price. I'm giving you an insane amount of money off here. There's a lot of words there, but it comes down to you're going to be able to gain respect and authority in the marketplace. You can do the exact same thing for your clients. You absolutely have an unfair advantage in the marketplace utilizing the systems and tools, not just one system or one tool, but multiple. I give you ways of dropping $500 into your PayPal account again and again and again. This is very straightforward, very easy to do. I have tons and tons here on what not to do. There are so many things that murder money, that wipe out money, that steal money from you when you're trying to advertise or you're trying to do any sort of viral marketing on Facebook. So I say, hey, look, this is what you cannot do. This is what you must avoid. These are the things that will wipe you out completely. Plenty of free tools, plenty of free websites that I point you to, and I show you exactly how to maximize them and get the most out of them. I give you the right words and the right phrases to interact with clients. I give you the right words and phrases and the right copywriting material, the right sales material for Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and beyond. Okay, it's all there, everything inside. I mean, literally, you don't even have to read the bullet points. I had to cut out, James, despite all the bullet points that everyone can see here. You too, Tom. Absolutely. I completely agree. Tom says this is outrageous, unbelievable. I've paid $1,000. I understand. This is ridiculous. I was going to price it much higher, but in talking to James, I absolutely completely slashed the price. The point here is that out of everything that you get, even just one little thing, one little piece here can totally transform your business. Whether you're just trying to bootstrap, right? You're trying to go from nothing to something, your first dollar online with social media, this is for you. Or maybe you're already a consultant. Maybe you're crazy with affiliate marketing. Maybe you're doing other things with e-commerce that you don't want folks to know about. Well, this will boost that. This will jack up your profits substantially. And it's all there. Again, I wouldn't spend time even looking at the bullet points I have. Just scroll, boom, and buy. There you got it. James, just a little bit further, and I'll turn it over to you in just a minute. If you go down to the 5 exclusive bonuses, right? So I walk you through exactly what you need with the Prospector Pro, right? I talk you right through it. Okay, it makes it so easy to do what the big boys are doing, right? This is what the pros are doing. Want to get your hands on that, you use it, right? Next, we've got the money magnifier, right? This is as close to free money as I can give to you. There are all these different services that you can provide. So it's not just one service. It's not just one thing you can do for a client. I give you many different ways that you can make money for other people. And James, as you know, when you make money for other people, what happens, right? If you make $100 for someone, they're going to pay you 10. If you make $1,000 for someone, they're going to easily pay you, 100, 200, 10.
And they're going to be customer for life too.
They're going to be customers for
All
life.
about making them money, they're going to keep coming back.
And you can make this money for yourself as well. Absolutely, right? So I'm seeing some comments. Does this work for me in my own business? Absolutely. So again, if you want to be a social media manager, get your hands on this. If you just want to be smarter about social media, do this for yourself, right? Do it for whatever purpose that suits you best. Another thing too here is that you can build your email list, right? That's lead capture. So I talk about that. I show that. You get everything you need for that. There's also, hey, what services would I provide? How could I possibly know what to sell people? How do I know what the hot buttons are, the triggers? How do I know what these services need to be? It's right there. I've got it for you. And then even the eye candy leverage, right? I've got that for you there as well. So there is a certain process that's very, very straightforward to get exactly the right sort of marketing and visual collateral, the images, the photos that you need. You get all of this. And again, this is easy for me to sell. This is just not difficult to sell. It sells all day long. You're getting it for, like I said, just a ridiculous amount of money. And I'm saying, James, I don't know if you're seeing this too, but the comments are absolutely flying in. People don't believe just how affordable this is. No, it's not just affordable. This is just damn cheap. I'm sorry.
It is. It is. I mean, this is like a business in a box here. I mean, you got everything. And that brings up a question that someone Randy just asked. You know, is he going to get overwhelmed with all of this material? You know, where to start?
Yeah. So the question is, you know, what is your business and where are you at and what market are you in? So answer a few questions, and I do talk about this in the training. Answer just a few questions about your situation, what knowledge you have, what experience you have, and really what draws you in. Really, what is it that is most attractive to you? And then you bootstrap and you use that as sort of your foundation and go from there. But it's very, very straightforward. It's very modular. You can go at your own pace. By the way, it's already all available. So you don't have to wait. I'm not dripping it out over time. It's already all available. You can pick the very, very
Randy just said sold.
Yeah, sold. I mean, I understand that, right? And I'm seeing more sold. Yeah, type in sold. And by the way, do it in all caps because that's fun. James, I only have about maybe another 30 seconds on this. I could go on about Social BizBox all day long. I mean, what do you think is like the number one thing that people have to know about Social BizBox and what it can do for them in their business?
Well, I mean, I'm just going through your bullet points here, and I got to tell you, there's some that are really tweaking my interest here, especially the two simple steps that add $500 to your PayPal account. You know, I've got to learn what that is. The one little-known money hot button, press it 5 times per month. I love these bullets here. I've got to find it. I've got to get in here and find this information. The 3 weird tricks that magnetically attract the best local clients. Why the chameleon face is horrible and ruins everything. Got to find out what that chameleon face is. You want to stay away from that. It's all included in here. And
everything's there, James. That's just Social BizBox. That's just Social BizBox. Those are the basics, right? And then we get into the advanced training, which you can jump into anytime if you want. And then on top of that, 5 Captain Insano bonuses on top. I absolutely, I'm feeling that way too. So Sally, yeah, it's great. So Sally's like, wait, why isn't this $100? Yeah, exactly. I know, I understand. James, that's about it. And I'll tell you the same thing that we said right at the beginning. I cannot guarantee that this will be the price. If you delay, I cannot guarantee.
Oh man! So let me put the link in there again. All right, so I just pasted the link in the chat again. So you better go grab it now because I think John is thinking about raising the price.
I sure am with all the comments here. Yeah, the comments are flying in here.
Because I mean, you need this. Because think about this: if you got your own business, you can use this in your own business. Or if you don't have your own business, you can use this to take on clients and help them. So it's a win-win. Go ahead and click on that link and grab Social BizBox now.
Yeah, cool. Oscar, Luther, Samantha, Lori, Grady, Eileen. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, you too. Appreciate that. Yeah, great stuff. James, time is up. Let's respect everyone's time, and it is time to move on.
All right. So the next product is by yours truly, and it is How to Finally. I had a hard time figuring out a name for this, John. And I just thought, you know what? This is it. This is what it does. It shows you how to finally make money online. I've surveyed my list. I survey about twice a year just to find out what do people want? What are people looking to learn? And this is the main thing that people are interested in is just how do I make some darn money online? So that's what we're going to delve into here. This is actually a brand new product of mine, and this is going to be a monthly membership type product. And the price of it is going to be $47 per month. But right now, today, I'm going to put the link in the chat right now. You can get the first month for only $1.
Wow.
And then each month after that, you will not pay $47. You will only pay $27. So if you get in now, I'm giving you a tremendous discount off of the future monthly residual with this. Now, you're going to want to get in, and you can get in and cancel at any time. But let me tell you what we're going to be doing in the first month. The first month is going to be how to raise money quickly. And I'm not talking about getting a loan. I'm not talking about hitting up the bank or your friends or your family to get a loan. I'm talking about you're going to get money and you don't have to pay that money back. It's your money. And then in the subsequent months after that, I'm going to show you then how to use that money, how to build on it. So the first month, we're going to cover how to raise your seed money. And then the following months, we're going to be covering things such as Amazon FBA, Alexa skills. I'm starting to really get into Alexa skills now. And that, John, dude, I know that you, and Alexa's getting ready to come on because I said her name. Hang on a second. Let me mute her.
Yeah,
all right.
Alexa. Yeah.
All right. So I know that you're starting to get into the Alexa skills too, John. I just find them absolutely amazing. We're at the ground floor of this. I see Alexa skills kind of like Kindle was back about 8 or 9 years ago, and how much money there is to be made with developing these skills. So we'll get into that in another month. We're going to get into doing publishing. We're even going to get into AdSense, different types of arbitrage, Facebook marketing, product creation, Udemy, making money with Udemy. I get a check from Udemy every single month, John, and I haven't done anything on Udemy in probably 4 years.
Wow.
But every month I get a check from them, every single month. It's amazing. Well, actually, I don't get a check from them. I get a PayPal, but, it's the same thing. ClickBank. We're going to look at using ClickBank to market products. Basically, we're going to be covering a new money-making skill every single month.
Yeah, this is a total bombshell, if you ask me, James, because the amount, number one, it's extremely difficult to get time with you. Look, you're a busy guy. You're in the trenches. You're making, a tremendous amount of money all the time. So any sort of consulting, any sort of coaching, any sort of mentoring that you offer up is a complete no-brainer. This is easily worth $500 per month. It's like being in the James Jones mastermind, in my opinion. So that's the first thing.
That is my goal, John. That is my goal, to provide at least $500 worth of content per month for only $47. But, again, you'll get it for $27 a month once your first month is over. So grab it now for only $1 for the first month, and then you're going to be following me as I show you how I'm starting from scratch and making money. I'm going to start with $0 and show you how to actually start with zero and build to a nice little nest egg, a nice little seed fund that you can use then to start your next venture.
Right.
So we're going to have at least weekly webinars where you will be able to watch me, and I'll show you what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, how much money I've made with it, and how you can do it too. And I'll also give you alternative ways that you can make money. I've got a whole tool belt full of techniques to make money. So I'm going to show you all of those, and then I'll be implementing certain ones of them throughout the month.
Powerful stuff. James, we got about maybe a minute and 10, 15 seconds or so. I want to point out a couple of things that neither you nor I have already pointed out. Let me just be really clear about something else here, is that James really will show you exactly what he's doing. So it won't just be, hey, here's a screenshot, and it won't just be, hey, here's an idea, or hey, here's a theory that I have, or hey, here's an idea I've been throwing around, or I've been, I grabbed a drink with someone and we were kind of talking about this idea. You will literally see what James is doing. You will literally be able to look over his shoulder, not maybe everything, but you will see over James's shoulder and see what's going on. That's enormously, tremendously beneficial to you. If you've never made any money online, this is exactly what you've been hoping and wishing and praying for. That's the first thing. And I do truly mean that. When it comes to James, talking about, authority, respect, confidence that I have in this guy. The next thing, and this is unbelievably important. You might say, whoa, whoa, whoa. You know, Amazon FBA, Alexa, publishing, AdSense, arbitrage, Facebook, product creation, Udemy, right? ClickBank. Oof, wow. It's a lot of stuff. I can't imagine all these spinning plates, juggling all these balls. That is a fair objection. Yeah, I know, exactly. So Chris is saying that as well. It's like, whoa, man, that's so much. Here's the deal that I know that James, and I've only got about 10, 15 seconds, so I have to get this in fast. James is going to show you how these all are connected, how they build on each other, how they're all interconnected, and very importantly, how this also taps into millionaire wealth. I'm talking about multiple streams of income. That's how it works. James, I don't know how many streams of income you have, but I'm guessing it's like 10, 12, 15 streams of income, maybe more than that.
Interesting you should say that. I was talking to my financial advisor, and I was talking to him about streams of income, and I need to count them up, but I've got at least 12.
At least 12.
Count off on the top of my head, yeah. And some of them are small, like, you know, that Udemy check I get in, it's probably $90 or $100 a month. Mm-hmm. So it's not that much, but I get it every single month, and I don't have to do anything to get it.
Yeah,
it just comes in. I've got other streams of income that are in the thousands. I get from various things.
$10 here, $100 there, $1,000 here, $10,000 there.
Pretty soon you're talking about real money.
Yeah, right, exactly. So James, yeah, wonderful, wonderful.
Yes, I just put the link in the chat again. So go ahead and grab this now, where you can get it for only $1 for the first month, and then you just kind of follow me around and look and see what I'm doing and see if you like it. And if you don't like it, you can get out. You won't be charged anything else.
Yep. Okay, in the last 5 seconds or so here, if you want to switch things over, we'll be dropping that link in again. Yes, Misty, yep, you're okay. Awesome, Will, appreciate it. Yep, Clayton, Paula, Ann, and Anna, both, yes, I understand. Mabel, Della, Charlie, Roger, Claire, yes, let us know. All right, James, I have, yep, I can see the screen. It flipped over, it looks like.
All right, so we have Debbie Drum with her penny promotions. And this is how to get instant celebrity status in any niche for literally pennies. Step-by-step detailed instructions. And let me tell you about Debbie. You probably know Debbie, but Debbie, just like Amy, she gives very, very detailed instructions on everything that she does. You're not going to be wondering, what do I do next, or what was that last thing? You're going to know exactly what to do. So she's going to give you detailed instructions on how to get traffic and easily build a list for your business, and how to sell books, physical products, info products, and also how to grow your list. This is normally priced at $47, but right now you can get it for only $17. But again, you need to jump on it as soon as possible. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that link into chat. You go ahead and grab that. And John, if you
Yeah, one of the things that, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you bet. So one of the things that is really, truly amazing here is that, we can see the $47 there, but that's laughable. And the reason I say that is I did some quick math on everything that you're getting here. And I'm pretty sure my fast back of the napkin math here, it sets the true value somewhere around $600 or $700. And that is legitimate, right? It would be very easy to run some webinar or something and package this up and tell a story and do some other things and charge $300 to $500 for this. It would not be difficult at all to do that. So there, on the money side of things, you are getting an insane discount. So that's the first thing. Another thing is that there's something that is lost on a lot of people. And that's that once you have celebrity status, once you have a certain level of authority in any market, it really never goes away. It's like having a #1 best-selling, New York Times bestseller, or even an Amazon bestseller, for example, right? As soon as you are an authority, once you've established a position in any market or niche that you're in, which is not that hard with Debbie's training here, once you've got that, you can use that in perpetuity, right? For an infinite period of time, you can use it again and again and again. That instant celebrity here that Debbie is providing to you, basically handing to you on a silver platter, very short period of time, very small, very, very small budget. I love the fact that we're talking about pennies. So it sounds like an exaggeration, right? What's the word? Hyperbole, right? It sounds like, no way, that's possible. Absolutely pennies in order to get a tremendous amount of authority. And as James had mentioned just a moment ago, step-by-step instructions, so you're not, out there waving in the wind with your pants down, right? We're talking about doing things from beginning to end. There's no gaps like, what do I do here? You know exactly what you need to be doing. And by the way, yeah, and Tony's asking about, what about my niche? What about my market? I completely understand that. Okay, Tony, listen, this is going to work in any niche. Now, there's a catch here. I don't know if you caught this, James. I think this is really important. One of the things that I promise to folks is if it's not right for you, I'll tell you. So you need to be in a niche that has buyers or people that are potential buyers. So you might need to move them from, one place to another. You might need to grab them by the nose and move them to an area or a marketplace where you can monetize. But that's a catch, right? It's going to work
Sure.
in any niche as long as there are buyers. And guess what? You shouldn't be in a niche. Let's face it, if you have a business, you shouldn't be in a niche that doesn't have buyers anyway. But that's what James and I are here for, to put it on the table for you and be as honest and ethical as we can, just like Deb. Deb could have hidden that, but it's right out there because that's how she plays. It's blunt. It's right there. And by the way, physical books, digital books, so digital products, you name it. James, I know you're excited about this as well.
Yeah, absolutely, John. And we've got a really good question here from Paula. Paula says, I don't really know if I want to be a celebrity. I don't want to get on camera. I don't want to have to do video. And, Paula, you don't have to. You don't have to get on camera. You don't have to do, some people like to do that sort of thing. Personally, I don't either. So you can kind of hide behind behind the internet here. You don't have to reveal yourself if you don't want to. And you can even do this by coming up with a persona. Say, call yourself, I don't know, if you're in the baking niche, you can call yourself the baking queen and just create the authority and the passion and the celebrity around that avatar of the baking queen. And I'm sure you can come up with a better name than me. That's just something off the top of my head. But I just want you to know that you do not have to you put your own face out there, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, that's a great point, James. In fact, think about something like, let's say you've got a barbecue website, a barbecue business, a barbecue book. You might have a pen name of, Bubba Smith. Bubba Smith certainly sounds more like a barbecue type of author than certain other names I can think of, like Gwendolyn, right? No offense to any Gwendolyns out there. By the way, there's another thing here too that's great is Amy shows you exactly something else that I think is great. She goes behind the scenes and she actually walks through a brand new niche, right? So this is not one of those, hey, I've done this a million times. Hey, I know this. And, she's going into a brand new niche. So she's starting in the same place that maybe you're starting as well. And by the way, you don't even have to have done anything before. I think it's great that she's assuming that you are a beginner. Now, if you're not a beginner, if you've been around the block, right, if it's not your first rodeo, this is still going to be a catalyst for you. It's still going to supercharge your results. It's going to be a new way of thinking about building authority. And when you have more authority, you can do something. You can charge more money and you can get faster results. The other thing, James, is, and I can see that you scrolled down there a little bit ago, is the bonus package. And I consider it to be not just a bonus, but a bonus package. If you are a businessman, businesswoman, if you're an entrepreneur, productivity is the name of the game, because if you're 10% faster, you're going to make 10% more money. If you're 20%, 30%, 50% faster, you're going to make 50% more money. And there is a tool that you're going to learn about. You're going to learn exactly how Deb uses it. And again, it's going to be a real supercharger. I'm really, really excited about that for you. And also there's a plug and play tool that works perfectly with Deb's approach. I can't really say much about it. I don't really want to say much about it. I don't want to give anything away, but it's perfect for you and your business wherever you're at. Again, just really the way to go. You've got to have authority. You don't necessarily need to be a celebrity, right? You don't have to put yourself out there like James said, but authority is really, 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 really cool. And then bonus 3 there as well. I think this is fantastic. It totally makes sense. Look, if you're looking to build authority, if you're looking to really have or command authority and command respect, what better way to communicate with other people, interact with your fan base than through building a list, right? There's a certain way that you can build a list. Deb's got a pretty interesting and unique way of doing it. You're going to love that. And even outsourcing. Bonus number 4, outsourcing. And if you're not familiar with outsourcing, this is going to put you on the right track as well. So I'm very, very excited. I'm thrilled that Deb has put together all these pieces in a comprehensive package. And let's think about scale here. As you make the money, as it's coming in, as you're growing, which will happen, then guess what? You can start working on those things that are higher value, and you can start to delegate to folks who are at a much reduced cost from what you are per hour. Again, this is how you make way more money, the productivity, the outsourcing, but that's not where it begins, right? Let's go back up to the top. Just remember what we're talking about here is authority, commanding respect, these penny promotions as Deb calls them. This is where the money's at. James, we got about 30 seconds left. Sorry, I've been yabbering. I'm just really excited about this.
Yeah,
package.
John, even just one of these bonuses is worth $47, and you're actually getting all of them for only $17 today. So I would jump on this right now, because once again, we don't know how long Debbie is going to allow us to sell this here. So we've only got, just the couple of hours we're here at the event. So go ahead and jump on this right now. All right, so next product is Tony Leidig's Content Kickstart. Now, this will allow you to unlock the power of proven content and to legally exploit non-copyrightable content. And we will have to get into exactly what that is here in just a minute. And public domain book secrets as well. This is a product that normally sells for $97, but Tony has it on sale today for only $27. John, let me get my screen changed, and then I'll be right back with you.
Yeah, awesome. And while that's coming up, I want to point something out. When it comes to teaching and training and taking care of his customers by showing them exactly what he does, you cannot beat Tony Leidig. He's an incredible character, great teacher. People always love what he does and what he does for others as well. He's just a real stand-up guy. And what matters for you, though, is that you can use his teaching and his training to make money. Now, one of the things that I thought was fantastic here, James, is that by popular request, and I'm glad he put that there. I'm really glad that that's there as a reminder to all that there is a full-on, it amounts to like a master class guide. It's over 200 pages. I think it's what, 200? Yeah, there, I just saw it a minute ago. 226-page PDF guide. And the beautiful thing is that it's beautiful, right? So it's not just text. You actually get to see exactly what Tony is talking about. That means that it's searchable content. You're going to learn exactly what you need to know right from that PDF. Now, the other thing that's really cool about this is that we're not just talking about public domain alone, right? It's not just, hey, public domain. It goes far beyond that. And one of the things that I think is great is the specific label that Tony gives it. And James, you know what I'm talking about here. We can't give away too much because of how Tony approaches this, but the proven content. I will give you a hint, though, about proven content. What proven content is content that has been proven to be commercially successful in the marketplace. Now, that means money. That means people are buying these products or they've bought them in the past. That means that you've got eye candy in many respects, right? In many places. It also means that people are just gobbling up or have gobbled up this content in the past. So it's commercially viable and therefore proven content. Now, it doesn't mean that it's all like, hey, push button, make instant money. But man, James, if you're like me, this is about as close as you can possibly get to fully understanding the power of public domain and manipulating it, and really finding those, I call them honey holes. These are the honey holes of proven content, again, not just public domain, but other types of content that you can manipulate. So it's actually even beyond the, I love the name, right, the Content Kickstart, but it's really, really far beyond that. Because once you understand public domain and what you can do with it, once you understand how you can manipulate it and that you can legally exploit it, very, very important. Once you understand exactly how Tony does it, and he does it in a unique way, once you understand that, I mean, you can write your own check. We talked about multiple streams of income, right? Imagine everything from posters to, brand new books, physical books, digital products, bonuses you can put together.
John, I got to tell you, man, there's no one else on the face of the earth that knows as much about public domain material as Tony Leidig. Tony is the guy I go to when I need to learn something about public domain. His courses are just absolutely very detailed, step-by-step, and complete. I love what he does.
He's got an extra special offer as well, and I think that this is something, I mean, if I was trying to decide, it's an absolute no-brainer. I would instantly, as I'm looking at this, trying to look at it, with virgin eyes, it's a no-brainer to get the illustration kickstart plus coloring book kickstart plus the content kickstart, which we've already talked a little bit about. Listen, if you want to know more about illustrating, you cannot go wrong with Tony. And very, very importantly as well, coloring books. There is so much money. It is I'm trying to think of how big the market is, James. It's in the tens of millions. It might even be in the hundreds of millions. Yeah. And I'm not joking. Coloring books may be in the hundreds of millions.
And it doesn't seem like that it's slowing down either.
It is not.
I see it everywhere now, and people are buying them like crazy. So yeah, like John said, you can get the initial offer, which is the Content Kickstart, for $27. It's normally $97. But if you scroll down that page, Tony has also added a special bundle he calls the Kickstart Bundle, and it is normally $291 for these 3 products, but today it's only $47. So you can grab whichever one of those deals you want, but I highly recommend that you take a look at that $47 Kickstart Bundle. It also includes the coloring book Kickstart and the illustration Kickstart.
Yeah, and by the way, I actually talked to Tony about the Content Kickstart previously. I just realized that. It wasn't too long ago I was talking to him about it, and he actually put it in the in this little sales page as well, is that he literally uses this information every single day. So you're getting the exact same, really what amounts to reference material, the guide, the 1, 2, 3 material that Tony is using on a daily basis. In his business, by the way, this isn't like fun and games, although it is fun and games, or it's not just fun and games, right? He's using this every single day to make money. And that means you can make money. So if you're creative and you want to know how to make money, you have a path to wealth. You have a path to monetization here, which is really exciting to me, James, because I know a lot of people they're interested in content, they're interested in drawing, they're interested in illustrations, they're interested in books, all of these things combined. How do you do it? Tony is how you do it. And it's right here. You got to jump on this. We've only got about maybe 15, 20 seconds or so, James. But, I mean, look at the dollars off here as well. Again, I've said this before. It's so important to sort of think this through. If Tony was running a webinar and he was giving you all the information and you're kind of looking over his shoulder and he was kind of saying, hey, this and that, and then he hit you up and it was $300, it would be a no-brainer then. If it was $291 and he said, hey, buy it now, he would have sales pouring in. But this right here for you right now, $47, you get it all. You get absolutely all of it.
Absolute steal. Go ahead and click that link that's in chat. Go ahead and click that link now and grab this while you still can. So, John, do you want to do one more product and then take a quick break?
Yeah, let's do that.
And then take a 5-minute break here. Give people a chance to go to the bathroom or whatever.
That's good. Congratulations to Lynn, Joyce, Sherry Carroll. Yeah, you too, Corey. Absolutely. Marta, Rex, Camille, Daryl. Yeah, so again, super high energy. Absolutely. Yeah, screaming deal. I agree, Corey. Screaming deals Keep your comments coming. Keep your questions. We're handling them behind the scenes here. Keep the questions and comments coming, and absolutely, congratulations to you too. Yeah, James, back over to you, sir.
All right, man. Let's do one more product, then we'll have a quick break. All right, next product here is Daniel Hall's first $500 in royalties. So now you can start making money with your own Kindle and print-on-demand books, even if you haven't made your first nickel yet. So Daniel is going to start out as if you're a complete beginner and take you through the steps that you need to create your own $500 royalties from Amazon or from wherever. And then he's going to show you how to ramp that up even more. You know, how complete beginners can put their book sales on complete autopilot and how to make $500 with your book before it's even published. It's very exciting stuff. John, would you go ahead and take this for me while I go change screens real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really, really excited about this as well, as I am with all of the offers today. Making money from a book goes far beyond simply writing your book, publishing it, and making straight up royalties. Now that's wonderful. That's nice. You've got the passive royalty income, and that's beautiful, right? That's good stuff. However, you can do several things here. First of all, you can do some price manipulation so that you make way, way more sales, one-time flood of sales, and you can also do some pricing magic and gymnastics and make way, way more money per every single book. You can change the format of your book and do some great things there. You can change the format from the point of view of, hey, I'm going to go from Kindle to print on demand, and there's certain ways to make way more money from that. Even better than that, I love this, is that you can make money before your book actually even gets published. You can also take the book that you've already got and you can do things like splitting it into pieces and parts in exactly the right way. You can also take different chunks of content and recombine them exactly the right way. Another thing you can do is actually almost sort of print a book almost directly into someone's mind. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but you can actually put content right into the mind of someone and collect money from that. I'm really talking about some consulting and information product wizardry. You're going to learn all about that. So there's some great things. Oh, by the way, straight up marketing. Absolutely, straight up market. I'm seeing some comments there about, hey, what about this? What about that? Different specific tactics. Trust me when I say the tactics that you need are here. Another thing is giveaways. I don't know if I saw it scroll by there, is there's no reason why you can't actually build an audience, a loyal group of people who will buy your book before you get that book even put together. They'll help you script it out. They'll help you outline it. They'll give you feedback, and they'll be ready to hit the buy button. So you're able to do that as well. You're going to learn about turning your book into a consulting opportunity, right? Leverage for your business. It can be local, it can be regional, it can be national, it can be global. You can be a speaker with your book and make a lot of money from your book as a speaker. It's all there. How to launch your book. Also, yeah, and then Amy Collins as well. From your own zip code. What that means is your local area. There is money within a few miles of you right now. There are bookstores, there are libraries, and there are other places where you're like, wait, I can sell my book in that location, and I can even make more money in that sort of weird, that obscure location. I can make way more money, and the answer is absolutely yes. Here's another thing, James, and you can see me there. There's, smiling John Rhodes.
Yeah, John
right?
Rhodes even contributed to this product. I love that.
Yeah, I'm here, and let me
how to make $500 even if the book fails.
Yeah, so I was talking to Daniel about this when he was putting it together. I said, Daniel, one of the realities that it's a dark little secret is not every book succeeds. In fact, many books fail, and you don't always know. Doesn't matter how hard you work, doesn't matter how good your manuscript is or how good your book is, how good your cover is. Sometimes books just don't sell, right? Well, there are ways, actually, multiple ways that you can make a tremendous amount of money, even if that book just, falls right in the dump, right? Even if it just drops off, you make a few sales and it dies. There are so many ways to make money, even if you're making zero, not even a penny, right? Even if you make zero from your book, there are so many ways you can make it easily, by the way, easily make $500 or more. So it's all there. I was part of this, so I know what goes into this. I know what you're getting for, you can see it right there. And James is going to be dropping the link in there in a minute, or one of the folks on the team.
Yeah, the link should be there.
Link should be there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I just got sort of zeroed in on just how awesome this is. This is a no-brainer. Pretty much like every other offer, you're getting a huge amount off. I don't know, that's about 75% off right there. And it doesn't matter, by the way. Yeah, I'm seeing some questions here, James, as well. Actually, it looks like Daryl, Owen, and Linda all asked basically the same exact question. Print on demand, or a physical book, hardcover, softcover, Kindle. Yeah, it does not matter. And also related questions, fiction versus nonfiction. Yeah, you're good. You're absolutely covered. That was the purpose of this this training for you here, right? Authors and publishers. And by the way, if you haven't published a book yet, this is a great way to get your head around the market, the marketing, the selling, and really what you ought to be writing, what you ought to be sort of putting together to get into the market. Yeah, very, very exciting.
The thing I like most about this product is Daniel teaches you several, not just one, but several different ways to make $500 before you even publish the book. Yeah. So I think that's a huge, huge head start for any beginning author, or even an experienced author.
Well, yeah, I mean, James, think of it this way, right? If you can make a few $100s, $500, a few $1,000s before your book's published, think about taking that money and reinvesting it back into your book business or your book launch. Now you literally have, at this point, an unfair advantage against someone who just put the book out there and has no additional funds to do some really creative marketing, which you'll also learn about here with Make Your First $500 from your book. And again, physical, dead tree kind of book, or a Kindle book, or beyond. So yeah, great stuff. Absolutely.
Don't dismiss the paperback books. I know a lot of people. I get this question quite a bit. Are paperback books still selling? Yeah, absolutely they are. There's a market for Kindle books, and there's another market for paperbacks. And in fact, most of the people I talk to who do both publishing say that there's more money to be made with paperbacks right now. So
yeah,
do not dismiss paperback.
Yeah, that's sort of my final knockout blow here is I actually make more money with my physical dead tree print on demand books than
Jay Boyer told me the same thing.
Absolutely. There's no doubt about it. Absolutely no doubt about it. I love the physical books. Print on demand is
that's kind of a little underground secret though, because there's not nearly as much competition.
No, there's not.
On demand. So take that to heart. And this is yours truly, Amazon Side Business. So this is a little business that I started actually years ago. And I really started ramping it up this year, trying to tighten it up and make it more profitable. And man, I have really, really got this thing humming along. This is a very, very simple arbitrage type business. And if you don't know what arbitrage is, that's the ability to take a product from one market and reposition it in another market and make money off of the difference between the prices. So you buy a product at a low price in one marketplace, and then you sell that product at a higher price in another marketplace. Well, what's so great about this business is that it's all 100% online. So you can literally sit at home an hour a day, a couple hours a day, a couple of hours a week, whatever you want to work. You can sit at home and you can run this business and do this business and make money when and where you want. This is an extremely deep product category. And what I mean by that and why that's important is because there's lots of products within that category that you can sell, that you can flip for a quick profit. And I also show you the secret that makes competition completely irrelevant. This is business law, unlike any that I've ever seen. and I'm going to teach you the ins and outs of this business. Normally, this is a brand new product, by the way. I haven't actually sold this product yet. If I was selling it now, I would sell it for $197 at least. But today, you're going to be able to get it for $37.
Yeah, worth every penny. And James, one of the things that I saw a question about this very early on, and it's a really fair question. Is this like a one-time thing, or hey, one arbitrage opportunity per day?
Multiple opportunities per day. In fact, my best month so far, I made over $5,000 in a month. And this literally is just a very, very part-time side business that I don't have to put a lot of effort into at all.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. And I have seen the backside of this arbitrage opportunity, okay? And it's so good. I was actually talking to James about getting one of my family members up and running with this. And in fact, it might be just about easy enough for my daughter to run. So we're not talking about anything that's difficult to understand. It's a very understandable business, and it's a very straightforward business from the point of view of, first this, then that, then this, then that, and basically you're done. You're looking for these gaps in the market, or really gaps in two markets, right? That's it. You're looking for a gap. And by the way, this is age old. This is age old. This is the same thing as, the old world traders, where you have a ship.
The Chinese traders were doing this in like the 5th century BC.
That's right.
Literally.
So you're doing it now, except you're not on a ship traveling the ocean. You're doing it from the comfort of your home. Or, you could actually, you could call this a McDonald's business, or a Starbucks business, or Panera Bread. You could literally just take your laptop. In fact,
you could, John. Yeah, absolutely, you could. You could take your laptop to Panera Bread and do this business all day long.
You could actually, now that I think about this, you could actually run this entire business from, or you could run the entire business from your phone. You could run this from your phone.
Yeah. Yeah, the basics of it is you're looking for certain products, and I'll tell you exactly what they are and where to find them. You won't have any problem finding the products. And you're looking for the product at a certain price. All right. If it's below this price, below this certain price, then it's a good arbitrage. If it's not, then go to the next one. That's literally all it is. You're just looking for what John called that price gap. The gap in the marketplace. Because you're going to want to sell the product for more than what you buy it for. And so I teach you how to find that gap. And each product within the category is going to have a different price gap too. So
there's a great question about the dollars that you can make. James said 5,000 in a day. Sure, he's more advanced, but he's also showing you how to get there and how this works. Dixie is asking, Dixie, thank you, appreciate this, about profit margin, James. That's a fair question.
About 40% is what I figure in my business.
About 40%,
and that includes all the little fees and expenses. For example, with Amazon's going to charge a closing value fee, and they're going to charge a referral fee and fulfillment fee and all that stuff. So even including all those fees, we look at about 40%. So what that means is that you say you have a product that you're selling it for $50. And I was just showing John an example of this right before we jumped on this event. But actually, I think it was $59, wasn't it, John? Mm-hmm. So 40% of $59, so you're going to make a profit of $23.60. And that's profit after paying for the product itself and after paying all the little nickel and dime fees that you've got to pay.
That's right.
So figure about 40% margin.
Getting 40% on your money is impossible unless you're running a business like this. And by the way, another thing about profit margins that is very, very important is software businesses, like world-class software businesses. You think about even like an Apple computer, right? An Apple business, the Apple business, right? We're talking, 30, 40, 50%. That's it. You're on par with world-class businesses. A lot of other businesses, you're making like maybe 5 or 10%. Not with this, not with James's Amazon side business. James, we got about 15 seconds. Let me ask you a question. Let me put you on the spot on this. What's the number one reason? What is absolutely the number one reason why folks should jump on this right now? Obviously, there's a discount. It's great. You just launched it. What's the number one reason why anyone should jump on this right now?
Great question, John. The reason is because this is the simplest online business that you're going to find. If you want to make money starting right now and have a consistent income coming in every single week, every single month, this is a business that you should get into.
It's more simple than a lemonade stand. With a lemonade stand, you're kind of doing arbitrage, right? You're getting the lemonade mix, you're putting some water in, right? And you're going out, you have to do all this setup and all this physical, nasty labor. You're sitting in the hot sun. Not with this, not with the Amazon side business. No way.
You have to deal with customers.
You
don't have to do that with this. You don't have to deal with customers.
No customers. That means imagine that, zero customers. There's no interfacing. You don't have to make, you don't have to make any calls to anyone. You don't have to show your face. Whatever, if you want to be a mushroom, right, down in the basement, a mushroom business, right? This is the mushroom Amazon side business, right? If you want to do that.
I will say there are customers, but you don't have to deal with them.
Yes.
Put it that way.
Absolutely. James, very exciting. Yeah, I love this.
All right, man. The link again is in chat. This is a product that normally, and you can tell this is a brand new product, so I do not even have a sales page for it yet. So you can see this is just an order form on here. But normally I would sell this for at least $197. Today you're getting it for only $37. In fact, I'm kind of thinking I won't even be offering this product ever again after this event because it's just too darn good. All right, so the link is in chat. Go ahead and grab this while you can get it now for only $37. So let's go on to our next product. All right, this is John S. Rhodes' Niche Profit Checklist. John, you want to give the details on this?
Yeah, sure. I sure do. And I'm really excited about this, as with everything else, because you're getting it for such a great price. So let's just start with the price, under $10 here. Listen, one of the things that I've seen again and again and again is I hear this question all the time, where do I start? And I always really have the beginning conversation with someone around the niche or the market that they are in or that they want to go in. So if you're not in a market that is the right kind of market, if you're not narrowed down, if you haven't niched down, I can tell you if you're just getting started, you're going to get crushed, killed, and destroyed. The reason for that is that you're too broad, you're too wide. It's very difficult to sell to the general public. You really need to niche things down. There just happened to be a sort of a subsection, like a niche within a niche. There are these high profit niches or niches, yes, that you can go into and make a crazy amount of money in a very, very short period of time. So I'm going to show you exactly how to be thinking about these markets and these niches and how to really zero in on what's perfect for you. If you already are in a niche, I'll show you how to niche down more or find the money in the niche that you're in right now, right? Exactly where the money is at, where those buyers are at. I say here, hey, stop murdering money. What I mean by that is that when you have a checklist, you can totally avoid all of the nonsense. You can avoid or tune out the noise. And what that means is you're not going to be frustrated. You're not going to get angry. You're not going to, take your laptop or your iPad or your phone or your whatever it is that you've got. You're not going to take your chair and throw it through the window, right? Because you're frustrated about not making money because you're selling to the wrong people, or you're trying to sell to the wrong people and you're not making money. That is extremely frustrating. I remove that pain and that stress. You will know exactly what you need to be going after. Now, I added some bonuses for you as well, okay? And this is really, really important. You not only get the checklist, right? I give you a PDF version. I give you the Word version of the checklist as well. The PDF versions are great to print out. I'm an old school kind of guy. I love to take my checklist and I use them every single week. I don't use them every day, but I use them every single week in my businesses, right? So this works in many different markets and niches, many different businesses, right? So I print out the PDFs. but I also have the Word document versions available as well. That means that you can manipulate them and utilize the checklist online 100%. Okay? Now, what's also important here is that there's not just one sort of, pilot checklist. There's not just one. There are 20. So if you're looking at getting into a hint, an Amazon business, we just talked about Amazon businesses, I give you a checklist about diving in the right way into Amazon, how to think it through. Also, what about the copywriting? What about the text? What about the words, the headlines? What about the phrases to use? I've got you covered there as well. What about problems? What about challenges people have? How to think about that? What about your ideal customer, the demographics? Listen, these checklists do the work for you. You don't have to think. The beauty of a business that is run this way is that you don't have to think. You can outsource to someone else. You can save your time. Checklists do all of that for you. They do the heavy lifting for you. Now, I've also done one other thing, and James, thanks for scrolling down there, because there's also a crazy hot bonus for you as well. One of the things that I realized is no matter how good and how simple and how efficient my checklists are, the very, very best thing that I can do is what I'm doing right now, which is explaining to you exactly what you need to do and how you need to think about what you've got in your hands, if you printed it out, what you see on the screen. I am literally guiding you through each and every one of these checklists one at a time. There are 20 videos. They're very short. They're highly consumable. So all you need to do is get your checklist in front of you, and then I guide you through it. And I'll tell you the truth here about something else. I'm always very open about this stuff, super honest. It's all on the table. I add in extra information. I add in other training. I give you other ways of thinking about and acting on these checklists in those video trainings. All right. So the videos actually give you additional consulting advice above and beyond the utilization and exploitation of the checklist themselves. So I personally, if I was looking at this, I would jump in with both feet, and I'd be jumping for joy, or swimming for joy, right? Because I'd be getting this coaching, the coaching videos. All right. They're phenomenal. They're absolutely excellent. And you're getting in for under 10 bucks. It's a no-brainer. Yeah, and I'm seeing the comments come in, John, love your checklist, because I have some other checklist packages, and I'll tell you, they're way more than this. This is my most popular checklist package. There's no doubt about it. I know people that are using this all of the time. Rose, thank you. Lee, right? Juliana, thank you. You too, Sydney. Yes, absolutely.
John, can I tell you what I like most about your checklist? These are extremely evergreen. So meaning that you get it today, and then you'll be using these checklists for the rest of your life. Look at the titles of these checklists, like demographics, avatar checklist. So if you need an avatar, and you're going to need an avatar for your business, I don't care what you're selling or what you're doing, you really need an avatar. It's great to have a checklist to go by, just to check off, here's the first thing, here's the second thing, here's the third thing. John takes you through that. The fast brainstorming and concept stretching checklist. I mean, just imagine that. You're going to be using these things for the rest of your life. I just love these, John.
Yeah, thanks for that. I mean, there's even some stuff here that's kind of weird, very deliberately to sort of knock you off the normal center. We all sort of start
dream building niche product checklist.
Exactly. Because, who wants to buy a boring average product? No one. We want the hot new sex. That's absolutely what we want. We want what's unique. And by the way, if you're going into a niche, you want the power, the authority, you want the respect, you want to position yourself just right. That's exactly how these checklists were designed. So you uniquely position yourself in the market in such a way that, in effect, you get an unfair advantage. And there's some other stuff there as well that I don't really want to go into, because if I start going into it, I mean, I could go on, but also it starts to give away some of the real magic here that, and you too. Yeah, I'm seeing, this is just great. Yeah, Jackie. Yeah, I agree. So many great comments from folks who are jumping in right now, James. But we are out of time. We've got maybe 10 seconds left. I'll tell you what my number one reason is for you to get this is that, look, we all are in a market. We are all in a niche, and we can always niche down more. getting the help in doing that, it just ain't out there. It's not available. Oh, wait, here it is right now. You've got 20 checklists. This is the number one way to help you narrow down and get into the market in exactly the right way to give you what I called just a minute ago, an unfair advantage, that authority, the power, respect, the positioning. It sets you up for tremendous success, and you get it all. And that includes all of the videos, the coaching videos as well. Huge value in those videos alone. I'd be jumping in.
Phenomenal stuff. I love your checklist, John, and the link again is in chat. This is 90% off the regular price, so you need to grab this right now.
Yeah, it's nuts. Jump in, get it while you can.
All right, let's get on to the next product then, John. And then we've got Kristen Joy's business. Speaking of checklists, we got another checklist product. This is her business checklist bundle. And there's actually more of them than I put on here. I didn't have enough room to put everything. But you're going to get 7 of her best business structure checklists, 4 of her easy hire, the best people checklist, 8 of her most popular find more money checklist, 3 of her secret intellectual property protection checklist, and 4 of her best marketing and customer relations checklist. But I went ahead, the link should be in chat now. And if you go there, then you will see the other checklists that you're going to receive with this offer. Normally $90. This is specially priced for today at only $27. So go take a look at that now. The link is in chat, and I will switch over there here in just a second.
Yep, and as Chris, you'll see this in just a moment. Very important. You're getting each one of these checklists for less than $1, and Kristen's been in business. She's been there and done that. Highly respected, especially from the point of view of systematizing businesses. And I say businesses plural, multiple businesses. This is not like, hey, I've done it one time, one and done, one hit wonder. It is not that. She has launched business after business after business, and she's helped other people launch business after business. Also, really deep understanding of sort of the entrepreneurial situation, whether you're an author or you're a consultant. She's got you covered. Another thing too, and James, you and I both know this, is that some of the most deadly, boring, god-awful stuff you just don't want to deal with, you don't want to think about, and you say to yourself, by God, I wish I had a checklist, or I wish I had a shortcut to just get through the damn weeds.
Yes.
That's what you're, and listen, we all have to deal with things like taxes. We all have to deal with things like, certain people that you deal with, like certain partners or certain, maybe like other businesses that sort of are nasty. It's like, oh, how do I do that?
How about time suck?
Time sucks, right? There's this,
remove the time suck. Social media marketing checklist. That's the one I need.
It's there.
Just about every day.
There's lots of upside here too as well. So this isn't just about, some of the time suck or the nasty stuff and cutting through the weeds, right? Or clearing the fog away. It's also making way more money, way more money in whatever it is that you're doing. I like these checklists. Actually, I love these checklists from this point of view. You're getting the leverage that you would not be able to get from anyone else any other time. You could go and try to even talk to Kristen herself and not get as good advice as what you get from the checklist. Here's why. She's taken the very best of what she's done over and over and over, and she's systematized it. She's broken it all down, and she's written it out in exactly the right order. In fact, she references these checklists as much as I reference my own checklist. You see what I'm saying here? So she's eating her own cooking, right? So she's using these every single day. She's going in and using these. Oh, another thing too, James, I know this is absolute fact. She uses these checklists with her very high-end clients. So you're getting access to the same tools, the exact same tools that are very high-end clients that she has these communications with. She charges a tremendous amount of money per hour for these coaching students, and she's using these exact checklists. So this is all about money, making money. And there's another thing too, bonuses. One of the hot things these days, and James, you were just on it a minute ago. I saw you kind of pause there. You were in exactly the right place. This is extremely hot these days, and it should be. Understanding not only your own origin story, like, hey, where did I come from? What's my story? People also want to know about the launch of your business, the setup of your business, the trials and tribulations. They want to know exactly what your business stands for, what's your mission, but so much more than that. What is an origin story? How it fits into your products that you're launching? And really, let's go beyond that. Look at bonus number 2. Your business is going to get crazy. Your business will grow. It's going to get crazy. Maybe you have a little bit of a dip too, like, ooh, road bump, right? Or a speed bump, right? How do you manage the crazy stuff that's going on? And what about your mindset? We don't talk about that enough. You and I, James, we do sometimes, but it's like, oh, that's right. That's right. My head wasn't in the right place. When you know exactly what's going on in your own mind, you can make the outside world sort of bend to your will. When you have your head on straight, anything is possible. So
I think that's one of the most overlooked
isn't it?
Tools in your toolkit is a proper mindset. And I think it's because people, it's not something that, the mindset is not going to get you money like today, right now. It's not a tactic that's going to drive traffic to your website like right now. It's just the overall way that you think about your business. It's about how you come up with ideas for your business, and it's something that I read and study on every day of my life.
Mm-hmm.
It's extremely important.
Absolutely. So do I.
Mindset.
So do I. Part of my morning routine, think about that, right? If you want to sort of build out a morning routine, what better way than with these checklists, and in particular, bonus number 3. There's also bonuses number 4 to 30 and bonuses 31 to 37, right? You get a lot more checklists than what we just talked about up above. This is all about team building, time tracking, keeping track of your ideas, and then others as well, right? Just sort of keeping track of your business in exactly the right way, how to not sabotage yourself and your business as well. Also, the apps, I love that one, James. There's, hey, what about smartphone apps? Who doesn't want more proper, high quality apps on their phone to help run their business, better understand their business, make more money from their business? So this is a great package, and I'm really, really glad that Kristen also has put the real value here, $797, but you won't pay even a tiny itty bitty fraction of that, right? We've dropped the link in there for you. You should have it. And James, I'm gonna run some numbers here real quick behind the scenes. 27 divided by $797 of value, we're talking about 96% off.
Wow.
96% off of the total package that you're getting here. So she even sandbagged a little bit and said, 70% off. It's way, way more than that. We're talking about a 96% off, practically. I mean, I call that a fire sale. Beyond.
Yeah, sure is. I mean, with all the bonuses she's throwing in and everything, this is a no-brainer. So click on the link that's in chat right now and grab this special offer while you can. All right, John, let's ready for the next one.
Yeah, I sure am. I just wanted to shout a few names out, folks that I see as you're flipping over here. Yep, Kelly, Jose, Casey, Sammy, Taylor, Darla, Darlene as well. Yeah, Rex, you as well. So some really happy folks about the investment that they just made. Congratulations. Yeah, awesome. James, we're ready to rock.
Ready to rock. All right, the next one is Kindle Gamebook Creator Software. Oh man, this is one of my favorite software tools. So let me tell you a little bit of the story about this, and let me put the link in the chat here. You can get it today for only $37. It's normally $97, and we sell this package every single day for $97. So several years ago, I was putting together a book for Kindle, and this particular book was called The Dinosaur Name Game. And you can actually see the picture of the cover there. It's what I included as a picture for this product. It was a dinosaur picture matching game where the book showed you a picture of a dinosaur, and then it gave you 3 choices of what the name of the dinosaur was. So it showed like the picture of the dinosaur, and then it would have the Tyrannosaurus Rex or Brontosaurus or Triceratops, and then you click the link that matches the name that matches the dinosaur. Well, and it was, it was developed for children because especially little boys love dinosaurs. All right, so I did that book, and it took me quite a while to put that together because there was a lot of linking back and forth between the different answers and the right answer, the wrong answer. So if they clicked the wrong answer, then they would get a page that would say, sorry, that's not correct. Here's a hint. And it would give them a hint, and then they would link back to that question. So it was pretty cool. I mean, kids could play that game and go through, and if they miss it, they can go back and retry the same question over again. That turned out to be an extremely popular product. I sold literally, in Christmas of that year, I was selling hundreds of copies a day of that product. Absolutely amazing. So one of my programmers saw me painfully putting this thing together, this book together, and it was literally hundreds of pages because there was so much linking and everything. And she says, I think I could probably put together a software tool that would do it much quicker and easier than what you're doing. And that's exactly what she did. It took her a couple of months to do this, but she developed this software tool that makes the links, building all the links and everything, just completely transparent to you. You can literally put together a game book like this in an afternoon instead of spending, I think I spent 2 weeks working on this thing, not 8 hours a day, but, a couple hours here, a couple hours there, and finally got it put together after a couple of weeks, just doing it manually. Using this software, I sat down and put together a very similar book to this. I put together one on presidents, and it took me an afternoon to do that book, about 2.5 hours, 2.5, 3 hours to put it together. That's what this software will do for you. Now, Kindle readers really love these types of books because they're very interactive, especially for kids. They have built-in templates that allow you to get started immediately. So you just select the template that you need. Like you can select a template with a picture that has 3 answers, or you can do it the opposite way, and you can have the pictures are the answer. So you'll see once you get into the software how you can manipulate this the way you want to. This is really great for people who don't like to write, and that's me. I don't like to write. So this software will allow you to create a book in an afternoon, a really fun, interactive book. Again, this is a $97 regular price. Today, it's only $37.
Yeah, phenomenal, truly phenomenal. And let me make a couple of related comments, James. I've seen this up close and personal. I've used it myself. Very easy to use, intuitive, and as I have said a few times about James, that maybe you heard, maybe you didn't, I'm going to stress this again, is that this is a guy who's been in business. He's got the team. He's got the support. You heard a little bit about his support team. We got some of those folks with us today, programmers, the real deal. And not just ideas that he's spitting out and then someone else is implementing or executing. He's in there using the software, learning from the development of it, getting these books published, literally getting the books published and making money by using the software, getting the book published, getting out in the market and enjoying those royalties. I mean, how many of these books would you produce knowing what you already know? We haven't even gotten into it. James didn't even go into just how many of these books you could crank out, but you could literally crank out, if you wanted to, a book every single day. Think of it this way. Let's say you did just one book per week, just one per week, because you've got software that allows you to do this extremely fast. James, is that fair to say that someone could easily crank out a book with a software per week pretty easily?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, if you just want to do one per week, you can work on like a Sunday afternoon, Saturday afternoon, and knock it out.
There you go. So imagine that. And then taking a couple weeks off. That means you've got 50 books in the market, putting a few hours in per week, and you've got 50 books out in the market, and these are very unique books. These are not like, like a puppy mill or something, right? You're just going blink, 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 and books are popping out that are the same. These are unique books. These are interactive books. These are books that children especially love, but you can absolutely make some really, really cool adult books as well. Actually, very adult books, I suppose, if you wanted to. But you can create these you can see it right here. This is great. Thanks, James. The great thing is that these are wonderful books. That's compelling. Look at that right there, the Dinosaur Name Game. Just look at that book and know that you've got software that you can use to crank these out. So
hey, John, harken
yeah.
back to something you said just a minute ago. So what did you think I did after my first Dinosaur Name Game book was successful?
You probably created another
I created
book.
a second book about dinosaurs.
About
and
dinosaurs.
That one was also extremely popular. And so then, guess what I did after that? No, not a third one. Yes, a third one. And then guess what I did after that? Don't say a fourth one.
A fourth one.
I put those 3 books that I'd already created together into a bundle, and I raised the price. So I was selling each book for like $2.99. So I made the bundle $4.99, and I sold all 3 of them at a special price of $4.99.
Yes,
and that was awesome. So then that took out of 3 books, I was able to get 4 products that were all selling. So what I'm showing you here, John, this is actually a bonus that I'm throwing in. Wow. So you're going to get the software that allows you to create the name game books like this. But I also have created some other books that use this interactive style. For instance, this one here it's called Timmy's Big Zoo Adventure. And this is a book, a Kindle book. This is how it's laid out in my software or my converter, where you can choose the path. I don't know if you can see this or not, but you can see down here, help Timmy decide which way to go. And there's a link there. Timmy hears running water and walks in that direction, or Timmy spots some berries in the distance. So the reader can click on whichever link they want to go to a different part of the story. Does that make sense? I'm going to include video training on how to do that type of book as well, how to do puzzle books, how to do test your knowledge books, trivia style books, just all kinds of fun books that you can do with this. So this is a product that I normally sell for $47, but I'm going to include this as a free bonus with the Kindle Name Game software. So you get both of these products for a low price of only $37. If you go back, let me go to the proper link here.
Yeah, wow.
Here, and it's normally $97 just for the software. You're going to get both of those products for $37.
And again, the software, it's software, right? So we've already talked a little bit about software today and the power of pushing a button and getting all of this work done for you, right? Putting a book together, let's face it, putting a book together is not something you can do in just a few minutes. It's very difficult, right? There are a couple of ways you maybe could put a book together in a few minutes, but let's face it, putting a book together can be a little bit of a struggle. That is, unless you have software. When you've got push-button software, you radically decrease the amount of time that it takes to become a published author. If you've never published a book before and you're like, what would I do? How would I do it? What kind of book would I put together that would sell? James is handing that to you on a silver platter. These books sell. And they sell all year long, by the way. Around the holidays, they sell better. Around, Christmas and the end of the year, of course, they sell even better, which means jump on this now so you can get used to the software, crank out the books, have a catalog, in fact, of books that are selling all throughout the year, be all ready for Christmas and knock it out of the park. James, this is an incredible deal, and your team is phenomenal. You guys support your software. You're constantly updating it. This is a no-brainer. This is exciting.
Yeah, absolutely, John. We have sold thousands of copies of this software at $97. You can get it right now for only $37, and I'm going to throw in the interactive book training as well. All right, so if nothing else, we're going to go on to the next product. The link is in chat, so go ahead and click it.
Thanks, Andy. Appreciate that.
All right, our next product is Paul Counts, Copywriting Counts. 700 plus pages of content templates. All right, so this product is an entire arsenal of fill-in-the-blank templates, and I love templates. I mean, templates sort of like checklists, but these are fill-in-the-blank templates and tools ready for you to profit from. Quickly and easily create better information products, blog posts, articles, short reports, and much more. And you're going to get an extraordinarily useful set of swipe files, ideas, and examples. I've known Paul for years and years and years. I buy just about everything that he comes out with, and I can tell you it's all quality stuff. So you're getting a 63% discount off of this product right now. So John, go ahead and take it, and I'll change screens real quick.
Yep, while you're heading over that way, I do want to point something out, is that it's not just 700 pages of words or ideas or a book you'd have to sort of pull out. Imagine that if you printed off or you had a 700-page book, it'd just make this massive thud on the table. That's not what we're talking about here. What we're talking about are templates. So in every single, that's great right there. If you could pause it right there. Blog post, articles, ebooks, landing pages, sales pages. I've also got some notes here on this because I took a really close look at this as well. Video sales letters, autoresponder messages, so email messages, and I've already mentioned press releases as well. By the way, even some just basic headline and sub-headline and bullet ideas. Any of this is going to help with your email writing. It's going to be emails that you send out perhaps on a regular basis. It might be notes or emails that you send to clients and you need some ideas on how to best structure your writing. Another thing too is that the tried and true templates are the only ones that are here. In other words, I know that this is not a sort of a compilation of just 700 pages of stuff that he threw together. This is what has worked. In fact, I'd reckon that probably another 1,400 pages are missing because they weren't good enough. So you're getting the very, very best in these 700 pages worth of templates. And yes, there we go as well. There's also a bonus for you as well. So this is not just a single, sort of delivery or single package. You're getting about 64% off here. Yeah, 63.83. You're getting a huge amount off. This is really, really cool. And James, I'm seeing here as well, and I wasn't sure about this, the private label rights. Look at that.
Yeah, I believe, John, there's an option to upgrade to a private label rights.
Very nice.
So that you could actually own this package yourself to sell to other people.
Wow.
That's pretty phenomenal, isn't it?
Wow, that's very, very rare that you'd have the opportunity to do that. Okay, so
and Paul is the private label rights guy. I mean,
he's the guy.
He comes out. I've paid him thousands and thousands of dollars for
I'm with you.
Packages.
I'm with you. And by the way, when I say I'm with you, what I mean, James, is I've done the exact same thing, spending thousands of dollars, and I'm buying the exact same thing that James is buying, the exact same content that can be repurposed, right? If you do get the private label rights, if you go ahead and do that, just kind of consider this. James is buying it, I'm buying it, and we are both profiting. We're making a huge amount, a tremendous amount of extra money by utilizing the private label rights in our own unique ways. So you are going to learn about this.
Hey, John, did I ever tell you the story about how I made over $100,000 with a private label rights package I bought?
Wow. No, I'm not sure I've heard that one.
So, yeah, it was a private label rights package on how to explore and exploit public domain content. And I bought the package, the PLR, and it was a series of PDF files. So it was written. And so I took that and I followed the directions in the PDF showing how I was finding and selling this public domain content online. And so I had a video, the screen capture video, just showing the various steps that I was taking. So basically what I'd done was I took those PDF documents and converted into an instructional video. So then I was able to sell that series of videos for $47. And in a month's time, I sold over $25,000 worth of that product. And by the end of the year, I'd sold over $100,000. So
nice.
that was just taking a simple, and that private label package, private label rights package that I purchased was $97, I think, $97 or $99. And it returned over $100,000 to me.
Yeah. Repurposing private label rights content, very, very straightforward to do. Following along with Paul, you really can't go wrong. I know for a fact, and it might even be in this video, I know for a fact that he's made over $3 million utilizing what you're going to get your hands on. So we're talking about $3 million of value, and that's not an exaggeration. You're going to very likely see that as part of this presentation. I think he probably threw that in. There is money to be made exploiting these copywriting templates. And by the way, when you can copyright, that means that you can persuade and you can influence. And when you can persuade and influence, you will make more money. You will be more successful. And it doesn't matter what business you're in. It doesn't even matter if you have a business, and if you never have a business, in fact, because if you have a job and you're trying to more effectively communicate with your manager, with leadership, for example, and you're looking to maybe get a raise, and you're trying to convince someone that you deserve a bonus or a raise, this will help you. Likewise, if you're in an organization, if you, again, never even have a business, which most people here do have businesses or are trying to fire one up or start one up, or if you're a freelancer, that works too. You're always communicating. You're communicating to others, you're communicating to your team, and you're always trying to persuade. You're always trying to influence. And that's exactly what Paul is handing to you here on a silver platter. He has,
yeah, John, you know, if I'm just going to cut right to the chase here and say that if you know how to copyright and you become good, not, you know, you don't have to be the best. You don't have to be, you know, a Gary Halbert, but if you become good at copywriting, then I will dare say that you will never have to work for anyone else for the rest of your life. Do you think that's a fair statement?
Yeah, it's more than fair. I mean, I was just talking to a guy, it was about 2 weeks ago, and all he does is, you know, he sits at home in his pajamas, basically, right? Leisure, right? Shorts and a T-shirt almost all year round. He's a copywriter, and I know that he's pulling down $250,000, and he does what he wants when he wants. He takes jobs. He turns clients away all the time. He does what he wants when he wants. And he actually said he's on track this year already, pretty easy, targeting about $300,000 as a copywriter. I mean, he's good.
When you have those skills, you can put them to work for someone else, hiring yourself out and getting clients, or you can put them to work for yourself. And yeah, personally, I put them to work for myself.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I'll point one last thing out is that every single copywriter that I know. So if you are a copywriter or you're thinking about being a copywriter, every single copywriter I know coddles their swipe. They love, they covet getting their hands on new swipe. They're looking for new swipe. When I say swipe, I'm talking about templates, of course. I'm talking about, you know, almost like checklist or models that you can follow. And there you have it. So you're getting a huge amount of money off here and getting some, you're getting, you know, he's made millions. He's made millions with his copywriting. Get your hands on this. I love this. James, this is fantastic.
I do too. I love anything about copywriting because it makes me money. All right, John, let's go on to the next product. And next we have Jay Boyer's 10K book formula. All right, so I know for a fact that this is a product that Jay has sold for $997 before because I've promoted this product before. It's on special now for only $97. Jay's going to show you how to transform a 99-cent Kindle ebook into $1,000 paydays. And Jay has been doing this for many, many years. Jay's got a series of books that is earning him over $100,000 a year now. He's going to show you how to generate hundreds over the weekend with a simple skill that you've probably completely forgotten about, and how to magnetically attract $10,000 book clients by saying 3 simple words. You're going to learn exactly what those 3 words are. So that's just the tip of the iceberg of what you're getting with this product. So John, I'm going to go ahead and change screens now.
Oh yeah, that's just the smallest little tease there. I know that Jay has made over $30,000 in a single month through one single marketplace. utilizing the 10K book formula himself. And I know that he's got so many different clients. And you know what's really great is this. I want you to kind of think about this for a minute. If you're an author or you're thinking about being an author and you want what amounts to a guarantee that you have upside, that you have potential to make way more money, wouldn't it be pretty fun, pretty interesting to know that you could turn that little old Kindle book, right, where you're making, 30 cents royalties, 30%, that's not too bad. Wouldn't it be nice to know that you could make, $100, $1,000, $5,000, $10,000 from that exact same content? Wouldn't it be interesting to be able to do that? Of course it would be interesting. All right. Now, one of the things that's really great about the 10K books formula is this. I want you to kind of think about this for a minute. Who doesn't want a book who's a professional? They want what amounts to the ultimate business card. They want to have a physical book. And guess what? You can help them put together a book. And that's even if you've never put together your own book. Now, I recommend, and I know Jay recommends, getting your own book put together first. But once you know how to do that, and once you have your hot little hands on Jay's training, what you can do is turn around and do this again and again and again for other people. So many people would love to have their own book. They have no idea how to do it, and they'd be more than happy to pay a small fortune to have someone else do it for them. That's where the money is at. Now, we've talked about done for you. We've talked about templates. This takes it to a whole new level. That's where you come in. Let me give you a little hint here. I probably am giving away too much. I hope Jay doesn't, sort of punch me through the screen or over the interwebs here, but we're talking about things like, formatting, proofreading, book cover design, setting up, your Amazon account, print-on-demand conversion, right, from a Kindle to a print-on-demand book, getting the book submitted, right? We're talking about even ghostwriting services, outsourcing things. And by the way, people charge hundreds, if not thousands of dollars for those skills. Now, you might be thinking, well, wait a minute, that doesn't sound that hard. What Jay shows you is he shows you how to price yourself so that you make the maximum amount of money. So if you think this stuff is easy, right, if you're an author or you know something about Amazon publishing, Jay shows you how to monetize that knowledge. And if you've never done that before, he shows you how to do it. That's very, very important. Takes you by the hand on how to do exactly that. So it's really, really great. It's a win-win, by the way, as well. It's a win-win and really win-win-win-win-win, right? Because not only are you going to understand how to put together your own book, you're going to understand all the services and pricing. You're going to understand how to do this for and with other people. It's also what I like to call a lifelong skill. Very, very important. What I mean by that is that once you're able to interface with clients, once you're able to interact with them, you're able to persuade and influence them. Once you're able to do that and you understand that at the sort of the core, that means you can do it again and again and again, even if it's not books that you're selling anymore. Oh, and look at this too. We've got so many different, Jay's put them out there. I'm so glad he's done this. I bought the 10K book formula and I've made over $23,000 in only 2 months. Life-changing stuff, absolutely, right? And then look at the next one there. With your help, I've secured 2 publishing clients, published 3 books since plugging in to the 10K books training, right? So this is not, again, this is not fantasy land. This is not, hey, maybe you can make this money. This is real money that Jay's clients, right? That is students, folks who have invested in the 10K book formula that they're making, right? Launching a whole new career, getting the recognition, the authority locally. Imagine if you wanted to be an authority in your local market. You can do that for yourself. Even better is when you do it for other people. That's where the money is at. So you're getting what amounts to 90% off here. I can't recommend this highly enough. And, Jay's been in the business, right? This is not like, hey, he's done this for a few months and he's taken the knowledge, he's done it one time, he's taken the knowledge and he's providing it to you. No, not at all. Jay's been doing this for a long time. Very, very successful. You can see the value there. If you were to add it up over $2,800 of value. So yet again, we have a situation where for under $100, you're getting, thousands of dollars of value. So really obvious what you had to do right here, right now. We've dropped the link in for you. And James, I know that this is a business model that works for folks that you know as well.
Yeah, absolutely, John. What I really like about this is really kind of two businesses in one, or two business models in one. I mean, first off, you're going to learn from Jay's system how to publish, number one. But then it's not just about, and you can certainly use this to publish your own books and make money from the actual publishing part of this. But the next part of this is doing books for other people, getting clients that you put together the books for. They have the content already. They just don't know how to put the stuff together. That's what this is going to show you. It's going to show you how you can get their content, put it together for them, and then charge them a lot of money to publish their own book. And people will pay a lot of money. It's sort of a vanity play, If you ask someone, hey, financial advisor, hey, what's the name of your book? And they're like, well, I don't have a book. Oh, well, let me help you with that. See how powerful that is?
Yeah, he's even got, and you can see it there on the screen as well. He's got a certification program built in. You're getting access to the Apex Authors Facebook group. So you're getting that hands-on training in a Facebook group. So you've got the what amounts to live training. You've got the recordings as well, right? So you have access to the trainings that have been done as well. So this is really everything that you need to be someone who puts books together for other people. And I mean, think about the power as well of someone who has no book. Now they've got their ultimate business card. They've got their book. Think about how valuable that book is to them, where they're able to say, yeah, I wrote this specific book, your client that is. I've got this specific book. They are the authority. A book gives you, unbelievable, unprecedented authority in your market, especially if you niche down, right? Or if you're in a particular profession. Let's take, for example, a real estate agent. If you are a real estate agent, obviously in some local area or some region, and you have a book on being a real estate agent in that area, and all the gotchas, public service announcement stuff, things to be looking out for, things to be thinking about, how to select a great real estate agent in the area, and it's your book. You are the authority. And there's also some other stuff that you can do with that book, especially if it's a dead tree physical book. You can take that book and leverage it 9 ways to Sunday. You can just take it and use it in so many different ways in the real world. So I've probably given away too much already. I hope Jay doesn't mind about that. But again, $2,800 of value. This thing is smoking hot. Get your hands on this is like as soon as you possibly can.
Yeah, it sure is, John. Let me ask you, how many real estate agents have you met that have their own book? Zero. None. Yeah. I haven't met any. They all need it though, and then once you show them how you can do this for them, then they're going to be after you. They're going to throw money at you to get you to create their book. Because just like John said, once they have that book, they instantly become the authority in whatever that subject is. So don't you think there's tons of real estate agents out there who would love to be the authority in their city? Oh yeah.
Zip code to zip code, James. I mean, you could just go from zip code to zip code.
You can focus. You can focus just on one industry,
area.
Dentists, chiropractors, cosmetic surgeons, a pool and spa treatments. I mean, we've got one in the shopping center here. Everybody's got a pool. I don't happen to have a pool, but everybody that has a pool goes to this one little store and buys their supplies. What if you walked in and there was a book there with the picture of the owner of the store with some topic about that pool owners would be interested in.
They don't even have to sell the book. Just the fact that they have a book.
Just that it's there and their pictures on it.
It's like, whoa, the dude has a book. He's that crazy. He's that nuts. He's so focused, or she, just so focused on this business, on this interest. He loves it so much. Oh, of course, this is a no-brainer.
And they literally become a celebrity.
Local celebrity, a pool boy as a local celebrity.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly.
Yeah,
I love it. All right, John, let's go on to, I think, what will be our final product. But again, the link is in chat there. Special $97. Go ahead and click it now. And grab
Felix,
10K book.
Felix just said, I absolutely love this. Dream come true. I agree. Yeah, the 10K book formula, the link is there. Anyone else, grab it. And let us know, too. I'd love to see that, see behind the scenes here. It's great. Yep, James, I think we're good.
All right. Next product is the Gary Halbert seminar. So there's a long story behind this, and I won't tell you the whole long story, but if you don't know who Gary Halbert is, he was one of the top copywriters and top direct marketing wizards before the internet. And he ended up passing away about 10 years ago. I think it was actually April of 2007 when he passed away. And I attended, or I didn't attend, but I bought the videotapes from one of his sessions or his seminars that he put on back in 1992. Now, this is way before, well, several years before the internet, or several years before most people knew about the internet. So there's nothing in here about internet marketing. That's not what this is about. This is about what I call foundational marketing material. This is learning from the masters of direct marketing, how to market products, and you will be able to take the knowledge you learn here and use it to market anything. There are over 20 hours of videos. There's complete transcripts. So I had someone go through and meticulously transcribe everything in these videos. There's also audio versions, so you can download the audio versions if you want to listen on your iPhone or whatever while you're commuting or exercising. There's a bonus of Gary Halbert resources. So this is additional items that about Gary Halbert. Also a very rare interview with Gary Halbert. And it's not just Gary, though. Gary invited several speakers, including Dan Kennedy, John Carlton, Bill Myers, Carl Galletti, Ted Nicholas. The guy who ended up co-founding Twitter was actually a speaker way before Twitter came about. Let me show you hang on a second, let me grab this, it's right. All right, so the link is in chat, and this is what you're going to see is just a order form here where you can get this today for only $12, and that gives you lifetime access. And what you're going to get is this right here. So you'll log into the members area, and each speaker has his own section here, and some of them are broken down because they had very long sessions. Like Bill Myers, for instance, had one of the, or probably my favorite section was Bill Myers. He's talking in this session. He is going to talk about how to make $30,000 in 90 minutes, and it was absolutely phenomenal. And then he proved it could be done at the end of his talk. So you're going to want to go through and watch Bill Myers' presentation. It is phenomenal. Also, Dan Kennedy. I know there's a lot of Dan Kennedy lovers out there. This was Dan Kennedy in his prime. This was, like, what was it, almost 30 years ago, right? 92? It's 26 years ago. One of the best sessions that I've seen on marketing was with Dan Kennedy. You also have Brad and Alan Anton. They published a newsletter on marketing, and they had a really good session. But anyway, you're going to get all 20-some of these sessions, all broken down, all indexed, everything available on transcript, so you can print it out if you want. You can also download the audio files. This is one of my very favorite marketing seminars, and I rewatch this every year or so just so I can get back up to speed on the techniques that they're teaching here. All right, let me go back to my...
Well, if you're a student of marketing, if you're a student of selling, if you're a student of really the science even of persuasion, if you have any interest in the sort of the thinking that goes into a startup, if you're an entrepreneur and you want a unique edge, right? If you want something that is outside the norm, what you do is you jump in the time machine and you get your hands on those hidden gems that are not in the public's eye. And this is one of those gems. You will not find this anywhere. Now, I'm lucky enough to have a copy exactly because of James offering this up in the past. I have listened to, I believe, every single session at least once, and several of them. I really love the Bill Myers session as well, James. I've listened to the Bill Myers trainings maybe 3 or 4 times. There are other trainings that I love as well. But again, if you are a student, if you truly want to start your own business, if you truly, deeply and honestly want to grow your business and you want a unique advantage, this is exactly what you get your hands on. Now, the crazy thing is that the $12 is too low. It's almost repulsive. I mean that, James. It's like, wait, how can it be? How can this quality be here for $12? Trust me when I say that it's this kind of material. In fact, it might even be this material that you can only get for hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, if you can even find it.
It honestly, it pains me to sell this so cheap.
It is. It hurts me.
Because I have the regular price on here is $97. That is $97 for the digital package of this. I originally sold this for $297 as a actual delivered to you in the mail on CD package. And then we came out with the digital version and reduced the price to $97. But the content, what it actually cost me at the time was a little over $1,000.
Yeah.
So I bought the tapes, and they're actually on VHS, if you imagine that. Even though, okay, do we have to define what a VHS player is here?
Boy.
Maybe. But 1992, bought the VHS version of this, and I bought it with resale rights. And it literally sat in a box for 20 years that I did nothing to it because I didn't have the capability of transferring it from VHS to the DVD or whatever. So I finally found someone who could do that. I paid him a ton of money to transfer from VHS to DVD, and then I got it into digital format, and we worked with it from there. But it was a lot of effort, a lot of time, a lot of money spent on getting this product to you, and you can get it today for only $12. And you're going to absolutely, if you like marketing, if you like copywriting, if you like hearing about people who are successful in the mail order business, you know, you don't hear a whole lot about mail order business anymore, but that's what all these guys, they pioneered the mail order business, the direct marketing business. You're going to learn so much, and then you're going to see how to apply that to your own internet business or to the internet in general.
Well, you know, back then, direct marketing, when the internet was just rolling around, direct marketing, very challenging, and yet these are the guys, and it is all guys if I remember right. These guys crack the code. These are the best of the best. This is almost all of the best direct marketers that were sort of at the top of their game at that time, and they cracked the code when it was more difficult. Many, not all, but many of the tactics, many of the techniques that they walk you through and explain to you very, very clearly, you can utilize today. And they're underutilized, they're underexploited. And I got to tell you something else too, James, is that several of these techniques, several of these tactics, and of course at the higher level, strategies that these guys use, they are not even known to the wet behind the ears, brand new folks that are coming online.
You're absolutely right, John. You're absolutely right. There's so many secrets revealed in these, that things that you have never heard of before that will still work to this day, or things that were working for the direct mail business that you can now take and apply to the internet business. That's one of the things that I'm really excited about with this series.
Well, they couldn't. There are things that they talk about that were like, well, if only we could do X. Well, so instead we do this, and it cost us $1,000 a day to do this. You can do the exact same things for like $5, and then you're done. You'll see. This is a tremendous value, and thank you, Jay. I mean, honestly, thank you for putting this out there so that the folks that are here and have stayed with us get one of the best, maybe even the absolute best deal of everything, out of everything that we've shown. This is just a huge value. I can't recommend this enough.
No, I can't either, John. This is just one of my very favorite products.
I burned on, for me, just so everyone knows, I burned the version that I was able to get my hands on from you, James. I burned copies onto MP3s, and I burned them onto CDs. And doing that, and then doing that, I was able to listen in my car, which has a CD player, and boom, there we go. That's how I did it.
Cool. Very cool. I love putting stuff on my iPhone and listening when I'm on trips or when I'm at the gym or riding my bike. John, I think that is it, buddy.
Rock and roll. And thanks for running through that. I was typing in a few things here behind the scenes. I know that the team was as well. Thank you, team. Appreciate everything that y'all have done as well. And again, congratulations to everyone. Well, thanks for being here, first of all. And honestly, more importantly, congratulations, seriously, to everyone who has made at least one investment, if not multiple investments, in these products. And if you haven't made the decision yet, I don't know what's going to kick you off the fence here. But listen, we cannot guarantee these prices. We just can't do it. We had to twist some arms. Keep in mind that when this closes out, we cannot guarantee that you will get the price that you just saw. Okay, so you've got to take action on this right now. If we can get the prices extended a little bit and all of that, we will try to do that. We had to work hard. We negotiated really hard for you, very hard, behind the scenes, so that you get the very best prices here. So yes, this is about getting those crazy discounts. The discounts are real. These products sell day in, day out for substantially more money. You're getting just amazing discounts. You know the value because you've spent time with James and I, and thank you for that. And again, congratulations to everyone who realized this, recognized the value, jumped in with both feet. You jump in now. If you haven't, get at least one product. And if you're thinking about others, if you've already made an investment in a product or two or three or four or all of them, hey, look, now's the time. Grab these while you can. James, thanks for having me on, buddy. Appreciate it. I had a great time. And like I said, I'm going to have to go for a walk, man. I'm going to have to go out for a walk or something. I'm so jacked
me too,
up.
Man. Me too, dude. I really appreciate you doing this with me, man. It's been a lot of fun. The winners of the contest, I'll be sending out your PayPal. I'll be sending out through PayPal here in the next hour or so. So be watching for that.
Awesome.
All right. I think that is it. So once again, John, thank you very much, man. Phenomenal job. And thanks to the audience for attending, and congratulations on getting all these great deals. All right. Everyone have a great weekend.